Hey, this is your friendly neighborhood doctor Jimmy128, and I will be casting a game. My opponent for this game is Fighter. He is a 1815 rated Terran player, and he is ranked 9 in his platinum division. Let us see if I can pull off a win against this dude. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friendly neighborhood doctor Jimmy128, and I am bringing to you a 1 versus 1 between the red Protoss Dr. Jimmy and the blue Terran Fighter. The map is going to be Jungle Basin. Not exactly one of my favorite maps. And yeah, the sensor, bad manners, really bad manners. But that's fine, I don't really care. So, looks like we are in for a quite a long game. I'm still working on how to hide this so that you guys don't know how long the game actually is. So, alright, a little bit about this map. One of the good things here is, oops. Wait. One of the nice things here is you have a natural expansion all the way at the back of your base, and there's just around there. You can safely plant your expansion right then and there without having to worry about any early pressure. However, there are these backdoor rocks which can be destroyed and given access that can give your opponent access to your base. So yeah, it's everything's a balance, right? So I'm doing a little scouting, trying to harass his SCV, but he's doing a good job of protecting it. So yeah, no use trying to delay that barracks there. Looks like I decided to scout around, see what's going on. Try to do the little rally point trick, but I apparently I need wider space. So this is actually the second game that I'll be casting. Hopefully you can upload these real soon. Right now it's a holiday here in the Philippines. It's actually called Bonifacio Day. Is it? I don't really know. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but they moved the holiday to be today, Monday. Why? So that everyone can have a 3-day weekend, which is bad for me because payday was supposed to be today if they didn't move the holiday. How could they? But that's fine. Payday's tomorrow. Woohoo! Yeah. So it looks like Fighter is scouting with his SCV. Looks like he already got his orbital command, getting a tech lab for his barracks. So we might be expecting Marine Marauder play. But he's getting a second barracks. So I predict he's going to do the 3 racks build where he gets 2 barracks with tech labs, one with the reactor research team, and research concussive shells for the Marauders. And he is getting his concussive shells, which is very standard. Now I decided to take a different route or different approach to the game simply because of the map. So instead of going my regular 4-gate build, I go for an early expansion and just macro up like crazy. Right, looks like the Terran is getting his second gas fighter, getting a reactor. Just for those of you who don't know, the reactor allows you to train 2 Marines at the same time. Ooh, yeah, this is one of the new mechanics that was introduced in StarCraft 2. And ooh, he actually supply dropped. Interesting. So it looks like I'm getting 2 gateways, and I should be getting a robotics facility. And he's researching Stimpack now on his tech lab, which will make the Marine Marauder Ball all the more deadly. And looks like he is getting up his expansion as well. My expansion is 3/4 of the way done. Researching Warp Gate and looking at the income tab. I am slightly behind by 2 probes. Wow, I really need to work on my probe. probe production. Anyways, so yeah, looking at the units tab, he has two marauders, two marines. I have one zealot and one sentry, just to block off any units trying to get up my ramp. So yes, I am chrono boosting out my warp gate technology. I decided not to build anything else because warp gate's almost done. So now that my expansion's up, I'm setting both rallies. I actually select both. Next I put them on control 4 and spam E and then set the rally points to the minerals. And I'm getting a pylon here just to scout if these rocks are gonna be busted down or not. And he's getting, oh, it appears he's getting a factory. Like, I eat my words on the 3 racks thing. He's going 2 racks factory. I suspect he's going for siege tanks here. Stim pack has just finished. So normally, people would push this first wave of units. However, oh, there it goes. He's going for 3 racks there. So I can spit out my words again. And looks like his expansion is just kicking in. He's transferring 7 SCVs, which is a little too much. Now, one thing you want to note when you get your expansion, you do not want to transfer too many of your workers because you want to keep keep saturation going well on your main base and slightly, semi saturated second base. So basically, you want a fully saturated main and work your way to get a fully saturated expansion. And looks like I have gotten my robotics facility, getting Twilight Council to research a Zealot charge, which I have been favoring a whole lot. Getting Forge to research upgrades, getting both gas now to support my teching, and just basically macroing up. Looking at the production tab, it's all probes and an observer, of course. It's always nice to get an observer. Looks like I'm getting my Zealot charge. He's getting siege tanks. And yeah, it's pretty much gonna be a macro style game where we just sit back, relax, and macro like crazy. Of course, I'm keeping my units here to make sure that nothing pushes up my ramp. Looks like he got a starboard. Most probably, of course, he's going to get a reactor here and get medivacs to support his ground infantry. He's getting more barracks. Wow, and an engineering bay for upgrades. Cool. And looks like I'm getting my +1 ground weapons. And it's just macro. Sending my absorber here to check out what is going on. What's going on? Never mind. Looking at the income tab, he is. I'm way ahead by a lot. Oh, by I think that's 14 probes if my math is correct. He has great saturation going on his main, and his expansion is slowly catching up. Decide to put down 3 more gateways because I can support that many on 2 bases. Chrono boosting out my chrono boosting out the Zealot charge. Getting sentries. Sentries are really, I don't know, I've been really practicing good sentry micro because one force field can make the difference. One really good force field can really turn the tide of any battle, which is why I have to practice. Anyways, he's getting 2 medevacs. Now the nice thing about the medevacs is, of course, it's a dropship. They heal, so they can heal your units. So they can you can use them to you can load them up and you can basically do drops. Amazing. One of the most imbalanced units I've ever seen. Not really imbalanced, but really useful. They used to be really fast before the patch, but it recently got nerfed. Just keeping my observer here, checking out what's going on. Going back to the production tab, I'm getting extended thermal lance and colossi. I got an extra robotics blade to speed up the production of my colossus. Getting blink now. I should be getting this. And I do see the dropships. I actually looked at my minimap. Awesome! So I react just fine. probe count doesn't go down that much. And I should get this last medic back, yes. And all the Marines and Marauders plummet down. Oh, to their doom. But I decided to leave some units here just to guard that. The Colossi are almost out. And the extended thermal lance is almost done. And he did get the exact counter for the Colossus, which are air units. These Vikings have a range of 9. Friggin' 9 range. So it's like my Colossus can be here, his Vikings are here, and they can still reach. So yes, that is the perfect counter to any Colossus build. Let's see if I react and switch tech paths, or who knows. Alright, so it looks like he is parking his army right outside of this base. And I have a lot of probes here. My god. Main base isn't exactly that well saturated. I could use like one more probe here and everything would be hunky-dory. So I move my army into position to try and intercept his army. Now one thing you can do is you can siege up here and fly the medivacs or scan, and the tanks can shell away. So pretty tight spot for me, and he scans, and there goes the siege tanks, there goes the Colossus. The Colossus are doing major splash damage on the infantry. I blink my stalkers in to try to take out the medivacs, and looks like all my zealots have been taken out. I cleared up all his tanks, and he is backing off with his remaining forces, using Stain to run back. Yeah, I should back up here. I really just should back up and stay at home, per se, you know. And I should be making more Colossus, but my macro is not that good. Oh, he's getting an expansion here. He actually had a third base. I did not know that. So gathering up my army here, trying to do a counterattack, trying to put up a proxy pylon to warp in units faster. Now the pathing